Hello everyone, welcome back to today's session on the National Water Policy 2012 under Irrigation and Water Resources Engineering. In this video, we will understand how India plans to manage and conserve its water resources in a sustainable way. Water is essential for drinking, agriculture, industries, power generation and ecosystem survival. However, increasing population, urbanization, climate change and groundwater depletion have created various water challenges in India. To address these problems, the Government of India introduced the National Water Policy in the year 2012. In the next few minutes, we will discuss its objectives, principle, institutional framework, and sustainable strategies. By the end of this session, you will clearly understand why this policy is important for engineers and society. In our previous session, we studied hydrology, which explains the movement and distribution of water. Today, we connect that knowledge with real-world water problem faced by India. Many villages suffer from water scarcity. Farmers struggle with dry borewells and groundwater levels are falling rapidly due to overusage. At the same time, some regions face floods while others experience droughts. Unequal water distribution is another challenge where some urban areas consume huge quantities while rural communities face shortages. Climate change is making rainfall unpredictable, worsening the situation year by year. The National Water Policy 2012 begins by recognizing these issues and encourages us to empathize with affected communities. Water management is not just an engineering issue, it is a social and environmental responsibility. The National Water Policy 2012 was introduced to create a unified national perspective for water management. Earlier, different states and sectors managed water independently, leading to inefficiency and conflicts. This policy aims to integrate all water-related activities under one coordinated framework. It focuses on assessing the current water status, identifying challenges, and preparing long-term plans. One of the most important concepts introduced is integrated water resources management. This approach considers water, land, environment, and human needs together. For example, irrigation planning must consider groundwater recharge, ecosystem protection, and drinking water supply. This policy promotes scientific planning, sustainability, and efficient water use for future generations. Now let us look at the key principle of national water policy. First, water is recognized as a community resource under the public trust doctrine. This means the government acts as a trustee responsible for protecting water resources for public benefit. The policy gives highest priority to drinking water and sanitation needs. Another important principle is treating water as an economic good. This encourages efficient usage and reduces wastage. However, it also ensures fairness and accessibility for all sections of society. Climate change adaptation is another major focus because changing rainfall patterns and extreme weather events affect water availability. The policy also encourages conservation methods such as rainwater harvesting, recycling, and efficient irrigation systems. Overall, these principles aim to balance social equity, economic efficiency, and environmental sustainability. So, to successfully implement the national water policy, strong institutions are required. The National Water Framework was proposed to create broad national guidelines for water governance. Another important institution is the River Basin Organization. Since the river flows across multiple states, basin level management is essential for coordination and conflict resolution. The policy also recommends water authorities to regulate water allocation and pricing. At the community level, water users association involve local farmers and users directly in irrigation management. This improves accountability and maintenance of systems. The policy also supports public-private partnerships where private organizations can contribute expertise and investment. Together, these institutions strengthen governance and ensure better management of water resources. This slide explains the integrated water resources management strategy, which is one of the central ideas of the policy. Instead of managing water separately for agriculture, industries, and domestic use, IWRM integrates all sectors together. For example, overuse of groundwater for irrigation can affect drinking water availability and ecosystem. Therefore, planning must consider all impacts together. The strategy includes watershed management, rainwater harvesting, groundwater recharge, pollution control, and efficient irrigation methods. It also promotes stakeholder participation where communities, engineers, policymakers, and other environmental experts work together. IWRM transfers water management from a fragmented approach into a coordinated and sustainable framework. Water quality is equally important as water quantity. Polluted water creates serious health and environmental problems. Therefore, the policy recommends regular monitoring of water quality in rivers, lakes, and groundwater. Industries must follow strict effluent treatment standards before releasing wastewater. Another important recommendation is maintaining minimum flow in perennial rivers to protect aquatic ecosystems. Sustainable groundwater recharge is also emphasized to prevent depletion. The policy further addresses flood and drought management because climate variability increases the risk of both disasters. Rainwater harvesting, watershed development, and sustainable irrigation practices are encouraged to strengthen resilience and ensure long-term water security. Let us summarize the important points discussed today. The National Water Policy represents a major shift from supply-focused management towards demand management and water use efficiency. It promotes legal and institutional reforms to improve governance and accountability. Community participation through water users association is strongly encouraged. The policy also highlights ecosystem preservation, groundwater sustainability, and climate change adaptation. By integrating environmental, social, and economic aspects, the policy aims to create a balanced and sustainable framework for water management. Understanding this policy is very important for future engineers because of water challenges which will continue to increase in the coming years. Before concluding, let us have a quick interactive session. First, what does RBO stand for? The answer is River Basin Organization. Next question, is water considered an economic good according to the policy? Yes, because efficient and responsible use is encouraged. Here it is a small riddle. It is a law proposed in 2012 to guide water governance across India. Who am I? The answer is National Water Framework Law. Such activities helps us remember concepts more effectively and making learning more interactive. These are important references used for this presentation, including textbooks by Dilip Kumar, Modi Sharma, and Subramania K. The official National Water Policy 2012 document issued by Government of India is also an important reference. Students are encouraged to learn these resources for deeper understanding. To conclude, the National Water Policy 2012 aims to ensure sustainable, equitable, and efficient management of water resources in India. It promotes integrated planning, community participation, environmental protection, and climate resilience. Thank you for watching this session. I hope this video helped you clearly understand the importance of National Water Policy 2012. See you in next class. Have a good day.